In this lesson, we'll be looking at the tom groove that you just heard, and I'll be giving you 4 tips that will help your tom grooves not sound like this. Now please understand, I am not making fun of that video, but I do believe that as drummers, we need to understand what the heck went wrong there. To be honest, I used to sound exactly like that whenever I played tom groove. It would come time and I would literally be hitting anything that was in the vicinity of my arms, dogs, cats, drums, cymbals, it didn't matter. They were all part of my groove. So having gone through that, I completely get it. Here's 4 tips that will help your tom groove sound much more cohesive. First, I like to have some type of constant within the groove. Now that can be 4 on the floor with a kick drum, but more than likely with me it's gonna be on my hi-hat with my foot. I'll be either playing quarter notes, eighth notes, or upbeats. Second, I like to figure out where the heavy parts of the beat are. So where are my snare hits going to be, or where are the accents in the tom groove going to happen? Third, I pick apart every note in that groove and make sure that I understand that at any part on any beat, I know what I'm doing. And fourth, the fills. I like to keep them centered around the groove itself. Now, sometimes I'll venture out, as you heard in the beginning of the video with me playing through the example. I ventured out on one of those fills, but more than likely, I'm going to be drawing my fills from the actual groove that I'm playing. Now let's go ahead and break apart that groove that you heard at the very beginning of the video. And the important thing to remember is that we're subdividing in 16th notes. And you may say, Stephen, how do you subdivide in 16th notes? I'm glad you asked. We're going to count them like this: 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a. That's going to be the basic subdivision that we're using for this groove. Now let's take it apart beat by beat. On beat 1, we have 4 16th notes. And we're going to start with the toms. It's going to go floor tom on the 1. The E is going to be on the high tom. The and is going to be on the floor tom. And the will be on the kick drum. Now what I also want to do is add a kick drum with my downbeat. So 1E and on the kick drum. And for beat 2, we have a short linear pattern. It's going to start with a flam on the snare drum. So we'll go 2, the E is on the kick drum, and on the floor tom and the high tom. So 2, E, and . Beat 3 is fairly similar to beat 1, but we'll just be changing one of the voices. So instead of going floor tom, high tom, floor tom, we're going to be going floor tom, floor tom, floor tom, kick. Again, adding the kick on the downbeat of 3. So 3, E, and on the kick drum. And finally, we have beat 4. That's going to be the easiest of all of them. It's just going to consist of 2 eighth note flams, so 4 and with a kick drum in between that. So 4 E and the is empty, and then you start the pattern over. Now remember one of our rules. Throughout this, you'll hear me playing the hi-hat on the downbeats. I like to have some constant in there. You can put it on eighth notes, you can put it on upbeats or downbeats. Just make sure that constant is there and it'll help tie that groove together. I'm going to demonstrate it here slowly at 60 BPM and then a little bit faster at 95 BPM. Be sure and tune in on Monday for Diddles and Beats. I'll be answering a question about how to play quieter in an apartment, as well as how not to get discouraged and quit drumming. Wednesday for the Daily Beat, we'll be looking at what's inside my cymbal bag, both old and new. If you haven't yet, go to the website, download my free lesson pack, 30 Days to Better Doubles, or jump over to Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter and hang out and talk drums with me there. And lastly, it's 2015, the beginning of a new year. Be committed to making yourself the best drummer that you can be this year. I can help with that. There's a link below where you can go take a tour of the members area and see what all I have to offer on the website. But either way, I'll see you here for the next video.